Thank you, Audrey and Bella, for sharing your experience with the Keys Ingredients. It's just so awesome to hear how Michelle has impacted these. And so tonight, I have some words to speak, and I don't normally do this. I don't normally read, but here's the reality is that there's no way I'm going to get through this if I don't, because I'm the emo of the family. And I don't know if you guys know, I'm going to cry, okay? So I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm not going to pretend that I can because it's just the way it is. I kind of want to come up and lighten it up here, but it's been one of those evenings already where I'm just so moved. So anyways, here we go. Anybody, when you go to describe Michelle, she's passionate. She's full of energy. She's full of life. She's caring. She's beautiful. She's knowledgeable, especially about nutrition. She's a people person. She's amazing. While all these are true, there's so much more to Michelle. She's a dedicated wife, an amazing mother, a warrior. Michelle is a pioneer. She's a visionary. She's a warrior. Michelle is diligent, she's tenacious, she's persistent, and she's just a great leader. And every organization needs a great leader. So I'm honored tonight to be able to share with you some of my inside perspectives, being her husband, about your leader of the Keys Ingredients. First, Michelle is a giver, and she does so selflessly, not just this past year, but consistently since I've known her for the past 30 years. As a young teacher, she gave of herself and her time. These students like Bella and Audrey, she knows tons of them. And still to this day, she texts and has real conversations with these people. And so this isn't just something new this year or the past couple years. This has been something Michelle's been doing for 30 years. While teaching at TWCA nearly 20 years ago, Michelle had a vision to show the love of Christ to the community through a program called Spring Fling. She brought in special needs kids from CISD, and she partnered them up and buddied them up with high school students. And they had this day of fun and games and activities on campus. And she spearheaded that. It was a vision that she had, and it went on for several years. And she never wavered in giving up of her time or her talent. Before having kids, we had two close friends that both went through cancer. And Michelle was there with them, helping them and their families through a very difficult time. And she just poured into them selflessly. Rarely in the past 25 years has a week gone by where Michelle doesn't give a meal to somebody. I mean, for real. So this just didn't start after our son had cancer. It is who Michelle is. Once Carson finished treatment, our family wanted to give back, as Carson had mentioned. We were very grateful. We have hearts of gratitude for our experience. And for 8 years, we did this, and many of you here probably remember, we had Christmas in September. It was a day where our kids actually, and maybe some know this, but our kids actually gave up their birthdays, and they invited all their friends, and we'd have one day in September where kids would bring gifts and toys, and we would give them to the kids at MD Anderson. So Michelle's giving, it's motivated. And it's motivated by love. And it's motivated by her amazing childlike faith. It is not motivated by fear. That's a trait that I certainly admire in her. And another trait I admire in her is this pursuit of truth. Truth isn't always easy, and sometimes it carries a sting. I know many truths have stung me a couple times, but after learning how Carson's immune system became compromised, she was determined, she was persistent to find ways to help build him up. And she did this out of love. We did this out of love, for the desire to give him a good life, not out of a fear of losing him or out of a fear of relapse. Michelle's love of giving, this desire for truth, are foundations upon which the Keys Ingredients is founded. We believe humans, at the Keys Ingredients, we believe that humans are not an accident. We believe that humans were created for a purpose. We believe that our bodies have an amazing God-given intelligence inside of them to heal. Although we are aware of this brokenness of this world, Michelle chooses to be a light, and she chooses to bring hope. Michelle and I are extremely grateful to enjoy the fruits of what we've been implementing the past 15 years. Our family, especially our children, are proof of this. Michelle's poured into them both, and not instilling fear in them, but trying to guide them along a path and make it their choice. So as Carson's gone off to college, we've been super proud of him. He has a sound understanding of what health is and his responsibility to maintain it. And he makes great choices, as does Isabella. And we're very proud of them for that. They not only know how to support their physical health, but their emotional and spiritual health as well. As Michelle's students will attest, Michelle does not condemn. If you follow her, you will be convicted. You will. But you will never be condemned. And Michelle sets realistic expectations and gives actionable steps. And it's been a blessing to see how many lives she truly has touched. Hope is very powerful, as Carson said, and it's something that we held on to during our difficult times when Carson was sick. Michelle consistently brings hope to those in need. She deploys it daily at the Keys Ingredients. When Michelle approached me in December of 21 about turning the Keys Ingredients into a nonprofit, I wasn't sure what to expect. I agreed to build her out the facility, and I really hoped that she would fill it. And as we stand here this evening, her programs are full. This is the crying part. But it's just a feeling of overwhelm. I mean, I'm just overtaken and overwhelmed with what she's done. And she's been such a good steward of what she's done. And now my concern is not, can we fill it, but how do we grow? How are we going to do all of this? So that's my concern now. So as I look back, I can see clearly that God prepared Michelle over the years for her to command the helm of the Keys Ingredients. I'm not exactly sure what lies ahead. And, you know, I know that God certainly has a plan. He has his timing. And I believe that tonight presents a special opportunity for you guys as well to catch her vision and to help us grow the roots stronger within this community that we love. To all of you who have supported Michelle, the Keys Ingredients, our family, we love you. We're grateful. We extend our gratitude. And Michelle, I don't know where you are. There you are. All right. We know that you're going to continue to lead with grace. We know that you'll be there to give tirelessly, regardless of the circumstance, and we know you'll be steadfast. It's in your makeup. It's who you're created to be. We love you.
Great job, Dad.